What's up, guys? This is Webby back again for your Monday Night Raw review. 3 weeks away from WrestleMania 34. Raw tonight. WWE put on some stuff that we wanted to see. Brock Lesnar finally emerged. We've been eager to see him on Raw for quite some time. Thank you, Vince McMahon, for finally delivering on that. We got some more development between John Cena and The Undertaker. I'm still waiting for the dead man. I'm still waiting. I'm wanting the Phenom to return. I'm wanting to see him on Monday Night Raw. Come on, WWE, let's see it. We're getting one step closer with his brother Kane. But let's see it, okay, WWE? We'll go into that as well. More controversy with Sasha Banks and Bayley, Miz Taraj, and the club and Seth Rollins. All that plus so much more happened on this edition of Monday Night Raw. First off, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. If you're a subscriber, thank you very much. We're up to 122 subscribers on the channel right now. Much appreciated. On Facebook, if you're into Facebook Live, I have been starting Facebook Live reactions to some of the segments on Monday Night Raw, and I will start doing that for SmackDown as well. So tune in for those if you are into that kind of stuff at 2007 Webby. Much appreciated if you do, and like that page if you like my page over there. Now, Raw tonight. WWE must really think we're just stupid as a wrestling fan base. Must really think we just have no brains at all. No common sense at all. Don't know the difference between a real reaction from the fans and a canned reaction that they put in. I think everybody that's listening to this would agree with me on this. Now look, we start the show off with Kurt Angle and Roman Reigns. Kurt Angle says, "Oh, I got some bad news." Says Roman Reigns isn't going to be here tonight because he's still suspended. And of course, people cheer, right? You can hear the few boos, but the majority of them are kind of cheering. WWE's trying to hide it a little bit, but the majority of them are cheering that. They tune down the volume. And then you have Roman Reigns come out right after Kurt Angle says, Brock Lesnar isn't here yet. And Roman Reigns says, "Oh, why isn't he here? Why can't he do this? I'm not leaving until I get my hands on Brock Lesnar, blah, blah, blah." Finally, Kurt Angle just has enough of it, walks to the back. Next thing you know, we have security, we have guys come out and handcuff Roman Reigns. Now, once this happens, wrestling fans, Roman Reigns gives a savage beatdown on these guys. And then, of course, the beast is unleashed. And once the beast was unleashed and Brock Lesnar, chair shot after chair shot after chair shot, Suplex City, F5, Suplex City, chair shot, everything that you can throw at Roman Reigns he gave him. Michael Cole says, and Corey Graves, everybody was just saying, oh, the most savage, malicious, disgusting beatdown we have ever seen on Monday Night Raw. Never seen anything as bad as we've seen tonight by Brock Lesnar on Roman Reigns. Let's get something straight right here. Okay, number one. Last year, Braun Strowman threw Roman Reigns off a loading dock, put him in an ambulance, and tipped the ambulance over. Now, which one's worse? Give me a break. That's number one. Number two, okay? You said tonight, WWE, that Roman Reigns was defenseless. Well, because he was in handcuffs. If he was so defenseless, why in the world was he able to beat up those guards? By himself. Some of you are saying, oh, well, that's not Brock Lesnar. That's not Brock Lesnar. I don't care. I don't care if that's Brock Lesnar or if it's not Brock Lesnar or if it's Heath Slater or if it's Kurt Hawkins getting told the facts. Roman Reigns was able to beat up those guards. And then Michael Cole says, once Brock Lesnar gets his hands on Roman Reigns, oh, Roman Reigns is defenseless. You tell me how much sense that makes, WWE. Zero. Absolutely none. 0 cents. Vince McMahon. Kevin Dunn. But whatever. So, Brock Lesnar did all that stuff tonight. And Roman Reigns was rushed out on an ambulance and was not seen again. And they said was kept overnight at a local medical facility. Now, my guess is that is storyline-wise. Whatever the case, Brock Lesnar looked very strong tonight on Monday Night Raw. Asuka versus Alexa Bliss. Now, Alexa Bliss came out and was ripping Nia Jax to shreds. Alexa Bliss came out and was telling everybody that Nia was this big heavyweight just getting lifted off her shoulders because she's been manipulating her for so long and she's just been a waste of space, blah, 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 blah. And then next thing you know, they have the match that we all knew Asuka was going to win somehow. The count out protected Alexa in this matchup. And then Nia Jax came down with a tear, trying to rip somebody's head off. Got a pull out of Alexa's hair, and they stormed all the way into the back. Whatever. That's really what I'm thinking about this rivalry. That's what I'm thinking about this feud. Whatever. I do not care about Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss at WrestleMania. It's just blah to me. Braun Strowman versus Cesaro. Braun Strowman versus The Bar. Braun Strowman has to find a tag team partner because Braun Strowman's getting the opportunity at the tag team championship. Now, as we know, Bray Wyatt lost the matchup tonight against Matt Hardy in the Hardy family compound match. So that would be a perfect tag team partner for Braun Strowman, in my eyes. And of course, there's Elias. That's a given because of everything that Braun Strowman's been doing with him in the past, here lately. But whatever the case, Cesaro loses to Braun Strowman tonight, and The Bar is going to drop their championships to Braun Strowman and whoever his partner is at WrestleMania. No question about that. A little consolation prize for Braun Strowman at WrestleMania because the big dog has to have his Universal Championship spotlight at the grandest stage of them all. Is it going to be entertaining? Is it going to be something to watch? I guess. I don't really want to see The Bar get squashed, but that's what's coming. Sasha Banks and Bayley. Now look. This was promising to be a great contest between these two. A rivalry that would have been awesome to see at WrestleMania. Conclude at WrestleMania. Are we going to see that? Of course not. We're not going to see it. If we were going to see it, the match would have been made already. I mean, seriously. They're just going to be thrown in the women's battle royal match. That's it. Hopefully, I guess at a small pay-per-view, we will see this happen. Now, they've been having conflict here lately. Sasha Banks definitely needs to turn heel, full blown. Just needs to happen. If they're going to go through with this rivalry completely, Sasha Banks needs to completely just turn her back on Bayley. They've been going at it tooth and nail since Elimination Chamber, and Sasha Banks cost Bayley that spot at Elimination Chamber during the match, and then Bayley turned her back on Sasha twice. And then they had their talking segment tonight. And then they lost to Absolution tonight. So it's all boiling ahead. But look, if the match was going to happen, it would have been announced already. John Cena. We want the dead man. We want the dead man. We want to see him. 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 We want to see the dead man. We want to see the dead man. We want to see the dead man. We want an answer. We want an answer. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Kept on saying it tonight. Did we get one? No. Instead, we got the big red machine, the big red monster, the Demon Kane come out and choke slam John Cena all the way to hell. That was it. That's all we got. After all the fans saying, please do something, chanting Taker, chanting do something, wanting to see The Undertaker, we get Kane come down and chokeslam John Cena. And now we get a match on next Monday. Some people, their WWE's trying to play it off as Kane is going to be John Cena's opponent at WrestleMania. Give me a break. Give me a break, WWE. Who are you trying to fool? You're not fooling anybody when it comes to that. It is a stall tactic, wrestling fans. That's it. The Miz, what can you say? It says he brought prestige to the title. He's upset because he's not on a cover of a magazine, so on and so forth. And then he has a 6-man tag team matchup with which at the end, Seth Rollins comes down and clears house by himself. And we see Seth Rollins and Finn Balor standing in the ring over the Miz, looking at each other. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Finn Balor needs the Intercontinental Championship. Seth Rollins doesn't. You don't need to make Seth Rollins the IC champ. Seth Rollins can have Monday Night Rollins without the title. Simple as that. And that was pretty much it besides the Hardy family compound match. And we saw a glimpse of Jeff Hardy. We saw trees. We saw this thing that looked like a game setting where it was Target Bray Wyatt, and it went from green to red, danger, warning, all different types of stuff. Kind of the same thing as we saw in the Wyatt family compound matchup to some degree. Not the flickering, but the back and forth camera angles. We went from outside to inside inside this different compound where there was a ring and there was a mower and then there was a chair, 2 chairs, 2 mowers, all different types of stuff. Was it entertaining? Yes. Would I like to see something else like that again? Yes. WWE's got to do it differently, though. WWE's got to do it where it's not back and forth, kind of weird camera angles. Got to do it different than that. I would love to see a match. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I would love to see a match between 2 people like the Roddy Piper Goldust match. I would love to see that. Didn't really call for Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt in this instance. But that's what I'd like to see next. And the question is now, what do these 2 individuals do at WrestleMania? Matt Hardy probably in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Bray Wyatt in the air. Either the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal or Braun Strowman's tag team partner. I would rather have him as Braun Strowman's tag team partner, to be perfectly honest. And that's Monday Night Raw tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the review. See you tomorrow for SmackDown Live review. And until I see you again, this is Webby, and I will catch you on the other side. Talk to you later.